Hello, welcome to another video. Umut here. I created these two beautiful tags with my favorite colors, greens and blues. Today I'm going to show you the green one and tomorrow I'm going to release the blue one as well, so watch out for it. I'm using a Prima tag to create my tags. And I started by using a beautiful scrap paper as well from my mind's eye. I love this paper pad. It's actually for Christmas, but it has various designs. So I'm going to use this one, which is foiled with polka dots with gold. I'm just cutting them in squares to create some tiles, and I'm going to use them like a mosaic as a texture on my tag. Maybe it won't show that much in the end, but it will create a nice texture. I'm just sticking them with my matte medium and I'm just randomly placing them on my tag, as I said, just to create some initial texture. While I do that, I can also tell you, you will find the list of supplies down below at the description area as usual. And also I will put the close-up pictures on my blog as well as the list of supplies as well. After I finish that, now it's time to prepare the surface for some paint. I'm using Faber-Castell gesso here. As you see, it's very liquid, it's very light, so it's not going to cover all the texture that I have there. But I really need to prepare my surface because I'm going to use gelatos today. Gelatos react with gesso really well. You can blend them, smear and smudge them much easier. So I have all my gelatos here. You can see how I store them, and I am selecting some colors at the moment, the shades of greens together with some shimmery gold and bronze colors. I love the selection process like this, going through all the colors of gelatos and selecting the ones that could go with each other. So here they are. Before I start coloring, I wanted to have an extra texture, so I'm using this adhesive with a texture on it, mesh texture. I'm just sticking small pieces here and there on my tag, and now I'm going to start coloring my tag. I started using a shade of bronze here. You will see all the colors that I'm using on the screen while I'm using them. I'm also trying to follow the edges when I stick the scrap paper so that I make them clear as well. I'm putting down some color and then smudging it with my finger without needing anything else actually. Gelatos move really easily, especially when you have gesso on the surface. It's really important to have gesso when you're going to use gelatos. Also, when you want to erase some of it, it will come off very easily. Now I'm using a shade of gold green. Again, I'm paying attention to where the mosaics tiles are and coloring accordingly to make them more visible. I will put some music until I finish this part, and I'll catch you up later. I really love the outcome, how these colors blended together, and now the shape of the background scrap paper is even more visible. And now I'm using some white gelato to make the texture even more prominent. As you see, I'm only using it on this mesh texture, so it became even more visible. And I'm going to use this beautiful chipboard from Dusty Attic. I really love its design, industrial scrolls. I'm going to use only one of them. I'm going to cut it with my craft knife to take it out, because I certainly don't want to destroy the shape. I'm going to place it on my tag like this, but before I want to give some color by embossing. I'm using this embossing dabber by Ranger. It's really easy to apply some embossing ink on top of things like chipboards with this dabber. And I am using a gold embossing powder, again by Ranger. It's called Princess Gold. I think this is one of the easiest ways to give color to chipboards. So it goes super well with my background that I created on the tag. And now I'm going to stick it on my tag with a Nuvo glue pen. And now I'm going to do other texture work. These are micro beads that my friend sent me from India. We exchange craft materials sometimes, so she put it in my gift bag. I really love them, and I realized these green ones really go with the colors of this tag, and I think it will create a very nice texture. So I'm applying some matte medium and then spreading these green micro beads on my tag. Thanks to her from here for sending me these lovely gifts. I really love them. And here it is, how it looks with these micro beads. As you see, it added a very nice texture. Now I will move on some embellishments. I will use these beautiful flowers from Bobani in greens. Again, it goes with the colors of this tag. And the other set is again a gift from the same friend. It was in the same gift bag that she sent me. I'm going to use 2 greens from the Bobani pack and 1 flower in beige from the other pack. It has a gold middle, gold center, so it goes with the rest of it. And also, to bind everything together, I'm going to use this gold embellishment mousse from Nuvo and apply it on the petals of my flowers, all of them. So this way everything will come together. I love this wax. It's so easy to apply and gives a really nice shimmer and brings the textures to the front. As you see, I'm also applying a little bit to my tag to make everything in harmony, go together. I have these beautiful gold leaves as stickers from Martha Stewart, and having gold everywhere on the tag, I thought it would be a good idea to add these as well. So I'm having a few and sticking them around my flowers. They are so delicate and beautiful. And now it's time to think about the sentiment. I have these metal sentiments from Tim Holtz Ideology collection. So I chose one of them and I'm going to stick it with a string on this tag. Again, I'm using a string from Tim Holtz Ideology collection. It's a very dark green, so again it goes with the colors of the tag. First I am going to use some gold on this metal plate. This Nuvo embellishment mousse covers metal as well, so I'm using it on this metal sentiment, and I am tying it to the back with this string. I'm going to use tacky glue to stick the sentiment, and I'm going to stick the strings to the back with tape. I'm using the same string to do a nice bow on top of the tag. I decided we need a little bit more embellishment. This is a sequin set from Little Things, Lucy's shop. Very nice gold sequins. So I'm going to stick them here and there on my tag to give a little bit more shimmer. I'm using my Quickie glue pen to stick my sequins. I cannot recommend this pen more. It's really useful when you have little embellishments pieces like this to stick them everywhere. And the tag is finished. I really love how all the colors are matching each other. It's one of my favorite color schemes. Golds, greens, beige, all these colors. You will see from the pictures that I also did some gold splashes after I finished everything. I hope you liked it too. If you did, don't forget to give me thumbs up or subscribe to my channel. I also love reading your comments. List of supplies are down below at the description area or in my blog as usual. Don't forget to come back tomorrow to see the other tag in blues and gold colors, my other favorite color scheme. Thanks for watching and see you next time.